Your one I had to cut within the context of the thing. I'm sorry that you feel like I misrepresented you. I am happy to correct it now by putting this. But personally, I think this conversation is going to make you look like more of an idiot.
Well, that's why I didn't want to correct it. I just wanted you to...
I didn't want to correct it because I knew that if I say what I was going to say, I was going to look like more of an idiot.
No.
Gotcha.
I just wanted you to...
And end the video. If you support our work, tr.news/support. No, I'm joking. I'm just messing with you.
Go on, man.
I've had a few beers and I still won the argument. What's happening, mate? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Where did I recognise you from?
Do you mind if I film?
Yeah, film.
Yeah, you took a video of me at Extinction Rebellion.
Extinction Rebellion.
Published me. So I had,
Without your consent?
Yes.
I don't believe in consent.
No,
Consent is for pussies.
I talked to your cameraman, and he gave me the thumbs up when I said I don't want anything published.
My cameraman works for me.
And I also believe that you misrepresented me quite a bit.
What happened?
So you edited the clip of me to make me seem...
Remind me what it was about.
So you asked me how many years have we got?
Yeah. What'd you say?
So I was trying to say...
What did you say? I don't want to hear what you tried to say. What did you say? How long till mass extinction?
Ooh. Well, I think the way it will happen is, unfortunately, there probably won't be a complete extinction.
So, well, I got interrupted by the guy who came and informed me about your history.
Oh!
Really?
Do you find that bizarre that he's calling me a Nazi?
I'm really confused now.
If whatever those guys informed you of is true, how is that relevant to the end of the world?
Well, it's not relevant to the end of the world.
But you just said it was relevant.
It's relevant to your character.
No, but what does my character have anything to do with the conversation? Forget about who I am. What about the issue?
Well, the issue, what he was talking about, it was relevant to what he was talking about.
Okay.
Because he was saying that you come off to just provoke people into making controversial statements.
A bit like you walking into my event. A bit like that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway,
cool.
what I was
Just checking.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of how you edited what I said to make me look like an idiot.
I'm sorry. So let's fix it. To your camera, so I can't edit it.
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
Well, I would just want that part of me that's published removed.
That's not going to happen. But you can correct what you said. So if there's something I misrepresented, we can fix that now. So re-say it. Now you can state it for my camera.
No, I don't want to do that. I would just prefer that you remove the footage of me. Just edit the video and remove what's...
I don't. That's not going to happen.
And if anything, it doesn't...
I like it. Where are you from? What's your background?
I'm Pakistani.
You're Pakistani. How long you been here?
Born here.
Born here? Where? What area?
Essendon.
Your parents fled Pakistan, or they came here on...
they fled.
They fled Pakistan? Yeah. Do you know who Faruqi is? What's her name? The senator? Marine Faruqi and Osman Faruqi. Oh, you don't know? No. Okay. So, what's the reason you want me to delete it for? Why?
Well, I thought because you make it seem like I'm trying to say that. So basically, the quote, you've edited it so it looks like I'm saying that it's an unfortunate thing that not everyone will die. So that just seems really grim. Just makes me look like an arsehole.
Well, grim. You protesting the end of the world is quite grim.
Oh, I was just there because I was meeting someone and I thought it was on the way.
You alright?
Pretty funny. Anyway, I wanted to correct the record because what my intent with what I was trying to say was that...
By all means, go for it. That's correct.
Basically, I feel like what will happen with climate change is all the rich people will survive and the poor people will suffer. And it's kind of happening right now.
Okay, so I want to ask you two things. You were marching with a group that were protesting extinction. They were talking about it's Extinction Rebellion. So the entire premise of the entire march was to protest extinction.
Yeah.
So you're saying you weren't there to protest the extinction part, you were there to protest the extinction of poor people.
Well, yeah. Essentially.
Because that'll be the reality.
That will be the reality.
But rich people will survive. So it's not real extinction.
Yeah, it's not really.
It's extinction of like poor people.
Yeah, everyone who can't afford to.
And what scientific basis is to back that claim? What do you what have you got?
If you look at what's that country right now that's pretty much being flooded, the Indo-Pacific.
There's a few of them.
There's a few of them. You've seen there's a couple of third world countries in the Indo-Pacific, and those people don't have the resources.
Gil, you going already? Coming back?
Yeah, those people in those countries don't have the resources to leave.
Yep.
So they're essentially.
Let me put a question to you.
Yeah.
China's a great example, yeah? Biggest emitter of fossil fuels, we agree on that. Now, if you were to take your march, your protest to China, besides the fact that you'll never get it happening there because you'll be shot before that, but let's forget about Tiananmen Square for a second.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the idea that if we fight climate change,
Yeah.
who do you think the first victims of implementing any sort of climate policy to reduce emissions, who will be the first victims in China of that? So if it becomes more expensive
Yeah.
to be able to
The poor
do
people in
any,
China.
okay,
Yeah.
so you've just wrecked your own argument.
How?
Because the fact is that actually the victims of any sort of climate policy, especially in countries that are the biggest emitters, the ones that you actually really need to get behind you, China
Yeah.
and India,
Yeah.
the biggest victims of any change is going to be the poor people. As soon as you start putting renewable energies and you enforce that,
Yeah.
the poor people can't afford that.
Yeah, the poor people
So
can't
they're
afford that.
dead. So you're the one killing the poor people, not. He finds it funny. I like him, but
Quite ridiculous.
as long as he finds it funny because he's all pro Antifa violence. No, okay. So tell me how I'm wrong. We're here to set the record straight. I love your camera. Can I have that lens?
Great, huh?
Can I share the footage? Are you going to share it with me? You're a socialist. We should be sharing.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you seem pretty fair with my video online. I didn't feel misrepresented at all.
Did you feel? No? No? Okay. I put most of it up. Look, your one I had to cut within the context of the thing. I'm sorry that you feel like I misrepresented you. I am happy to correct it now by putting this. But personally, I think this conversation is going to make you look like more of an idiot.
Well, that's why I didn't want to correct it. I just
Awkward,
wanted you to.
I didn't want to correct it because I knew that if I say what I was going to say, I was going to look like more of an idiot.
No.
Gotcha.
I just wanted you to.
And end of video. If you support our work, tr.news/support. No, I'm joking. I'm just messing with you.
Go on, man.
I've had a few beers and I still won the argument. So if you support the work we do here at TR News, if you don't want to see us go extinct, please go to tr.news/support. Otherwise, it's going to be up to these lot.
I'll look it up and find a link.
Did you get the hair under her arms? Get that hair under her arms.